XRP Ripple staking with Flare 98% APR. This is NC Hammer Crypto. My name is Neil. Keeping technical analysis short and sweet as always. We're going to be talking about XRP and staking with Flare. And as always, I like to promote the game Roller Coin where you can earn passive crypto. Using the reference link below, you can get 1,000 Satoshi Bitcoin for free and start earning passive rewards very easily. But let's talk about XRP and Flare networks. So you may need a MetaMask wallet. You need to have your current wallet where you're going to transfer to, like MetaMask, for example, and then you need to have gas fees, all that kind of stuff. This was a process we had to do about a decade ago to earn this type of APR, and it's still utile. Like you can transfer to MetaMask and then you can stake your XRP once it's in the MetaMask through the Flare network. So you're transferring, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio typically. So for Flare, it's less than a cent right now. So for example, you have 5,000 XRP, you spend $50, you have enough Flare to stake with your XRP. You're transferring your XRP and your Flare to your MetaMask and then transferring that over, and it's staked to your XRP with the Flare, and then you can put it on Flare's ecosystem and start earning that 98% APR or 61%, 33%, 20% with FlameX. And this is essentially what the Clarity Act is trying to do, where we can still maintain these high APR coins. For example, ENOSYS. I pulled up the chart here recently. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this one, ENOSYS. It's currently at 5 cents and it is waiting for the altcoin season to take off. Once the Clarity Act is approved, we're going to see massive pumps on a lot of things. But if you have your XRP and Flare staked on Flare Network, you're earning 98% APR on this coin that is getting ready to take off. And if we're looking at this and you just start earning that and it breaks this downward trend line at the 30%, it's got a very nice easy pump to 367 or its all-time high at 837%. So on top of your 98% APR that you're getting with the staked Flare and XRP, Flare is at its absolute low and is at less than a penny. So that is going to increase minimum, more than likely, 5 or up to 5 cents, which is well over 500%. So 98% plus 500%. Granted, the 98% is APR, so it'd take an entire year, but it's still giving you a higher percentage yield than what you would get in the stock market. So you're staking your Flare and your XRP. You have your $50 of Flare that's also going up 500% potentially or more. And then you have your XRP. And XRP is going to be the guideline and the rails for the infrastructure of the way we deal with money here in the near future. So, on top of earning that nearly 600% just staking, your XRP is also going to be increasing in price. XRP is going to go to a minimum of $5, $10, 15, or even potentially 25, and then continue up from there because there's a burning mechanism in place, meaning the supply is going down, the demand is increasing, and with that, the price increases as well. Once we break out of this channel of XRP and hold the stability above this around $1.70 to $1.80 mark, it's going to be above the 200 EMA, and all hell is going to break loose, and we are going to see major upsides from XRP's current price. Say we're going to be conservative, say we're only going up to $5. 243% plus your 500% in your Flare, more or less, plus the 98%, you are earning major passive rewards staking on Flare Network. And if you're not touching your XRP for a decade, you can expect minimum another 5 to 600% on the savings that you set aside and did not touch. But me personally, I think within the next decade, we are going to be up here somewhere around the $100 mark. So the money that you have staked and set aside on Flare Network and are earning passive rewards being 98%, or if you switch it over to XRP staking and you start earning the 6 to 20%, whatever the Clarity Act allows, then you're just earning more money on top of your money. And that's essentially what we want. And that's essentially what Clarity Act is trying to either approve or deny. The banks don't want it. They want to take that 98% and give you 6% for you doing the staking. Um, we want the Clarity Act to be in favor of the people. But 7,000% isn't out of sight by 2030. And you can see Sofia Vergara is going to stay up there because that is a very good price point and it looks amazing. It's good to just have that in mind, that if you have the opportunity to buy XRP here at $1.51, you should be stacking everything you can into this as much as possible. I am not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice, but I've seen decades of crypto data, and we've seen Bitcoin go from $1.51 to $100 within the year, maybe a year and a half, but it got there. And XRP is essentially that. If you missed your opportunity to buy Bitcoin and say, I wish I would have held on to one of those when I had it, here's your opportunity again. Stack your XRP before it is too late, and good luck. Have fun with it. I will see you guys on the next one.